All right, Aaron. We're going over here into the GERUDO Valley, or however you pronounce it. I don't actually know how it's pronounced. And we're going to save those carpenters that you were very, very morally against saving.
I mean, I just mean it. We were clearly told there was something like bandits or like thieves or something like that. I just don't think they're worth saving. Well, because it does happen in games. It does happen where like like these guys that are like they slack on their work and they steal something or they do something morally questionable where you're like, these guys are clearly assholes that have done at least a petty crime or something, and then you end up having to go save them. And they're like, we're so sorry we did this. And it's like, I don't feel like I should have had to save you. I feel like you dug your own hole.
I have an entire, like, I don't know, Hyrule, an entire lands in peril. Ganondorf has besieged the kingdom. He has, befallen the land many a terror. And I got to save some fucking carpenters who decided that they wanted to be bandits because they heard that the bandits over here are all ladies. You know what I mean? So they're over here and they want to do a little bit of thieving and look at some booba while they're at it, But that's it, and it is truly the case. He did say they decided to leave their rather virtuous carpentry job, They were trying to restore a broken bridge. So they had a good carpentry job and they decided to abandon it to become thieves. They literally left to become thieves. All right, so this is a bit Metal Gear Solid Ocarina of Time from memory. Oh, the camera's a bit low. That's actually really annoying.
Do you need those shoes on, or are those shoes going to be a problem for you?
These shoes actually are going to be a problem. Yeah, there is one little bit I think where they are kind of handy, but they're not handy right now. You're right. So basically, we can't get jumped by these guys. So they're...
okay. So it's like if they see us, we go back to the cell again and then start again.
Back to the cell. I'm wondering if I've chosen the wrong direction. All right, this camera is actually annoying me. There we go. Too low. Okay, this woman is not moving, so I'm going to try my best to go left here. All right. There we go. So these are actually the... Oh, no, you can't go this way. Oh, probably long shot, actually.
Can you use your...
Yeah, long shot, of course. So these ladies are actually the group that I believe Ganondorf belonged to or led. Okay, I might have gone the wrong way. Anyhow, so yeah, these are like the GERUDO. I don't exactly know how it's pronounced, and they are an all-female like thieves warrior tribe sort of thing, and he's like the only man that's ever been good enough kind of thing,
Wow, sort of understands why he sort of thinks so highly of himself,
Yeah,
you're the only dude in amongst all the women, and you're like, yeah, no, I'm pretty special.
Well, that's it. Ganon's out here in the desert with his harem, and he's like, you know what, I could rule this world. He's got no high and mighty on himself because he's just getting like weighted hand on foot by a gaggle of ladies. Okay, I've definitely gone the wrong way. This is no good. This is no good. She's gonna catch me. She's not. They're blind. I don't know what they steal, and then he steal a pair of glasses. Alright. It might be lower. We might need to go lower. Oh god, don't see me, lady, don't see me. Now, I got caught originally because I, for some reason, thought I had to be caught, but I don't actually know if I did. Alright, here we go. So first fella. From memory. Actually, we'll give it a go, but I think these can be a bit difficult without the big sword.
Hey you, young man. Over there. Look over here. Inside the cell.
Hey, what's up, mate? Oh my lord, he's got a fish face.
Yeah, I know that.
Peculiar looking man. Oh, so these are the guys that are prancing around Kakariko Village when you're young, who were like taking forever to finish building the archery joint.
Probably. I have no idea where you came from, but you must have a lot of guts to make it past all the guards around here.
Oh, they're blind as a bat, mate.
All my fellow carpenters are imprisoned somewhere in here. If you can get us out of here, we'll repay the favour somehow. But be careful. There's sure to be GERUDO guards somewhere around here. Whoa, watch out!
You want some, lady? Oh, God. Get out.
Oh no.
Yeah, get some of that. Get some of that.
Swords.
Oh, she got me. She got me with the little trick shot. Oh, God. Get out. Get out. Come on, let's create some space. I can just spam you. I can just spam you. Take that.
I just keep... Okay, apparently we're not allowed to kill women in the game. They just disappear.
Yeah, they do actually just disappear. That is a fair point. Though I guess on that token, do we ever really kill humans?
Yeah, I was actually
in this
thinking,
game. Actually, I don't know if we ever
only. Yeah, I think we've only ever fought monsters, really.
Yeah.
Did you come here to save me? Oh, that's just swell. I'm Ikaro, the carpenter. Ichiro? Ikaro,
yeah, I don't know.
We're really interested in their all-female group, but they locked us up like this just because we're men.
Sexist?
We don't care about the GERUDO anymore. They're so rude. 3 of my fellows have also been captured, so please help them escape too.
It's kind of like a bit of a theme, with, all-female warrior groups, If you're a male, they just sort of imprison you, and things like that. But it's not like, like in Futurama, where they meet the Amazonian women, and they imprison them, and they
snoo.
yeah, they snoo them, which is kind of messed up when you think about it. But it's like, they're like,
like, I sort of find it funny, like, after watching that, though, that, like...
It's messed up.
I half expect, when you see sort of, like, all-female warrior groups, like, when men go there, it's like, are you going to join their group? It's like, or be captured, either way is good for me. It's like, I don't know if it's going to go out the way you think it's going to go.
Yeah, I'm not sure it is.
To be fair, though, in regards to that, there's like a 1970 or 1980, must be 1970s, movie with Jackie Chan in it. Back, before he became really famous. He was really young. That did have him and a few other martial artists get captured by an all-female group of bandits or something. And the funny thing was Jackie Chan and a few of his friends have to like do all this stuff to like escape, and Jackie Chan comes along and saves them, and he has to fight them, but he's trying not to hurt them too much, and all his friends escape except for one of them. One of the guys that's like the most handsome is like being constantly used.
He just wants to stay.
And he doesn't want to stay because he's absolutely exhausted. He's like, and so they grab him and they leave with him, and he's like hobbling along behind.
Oh, see, that's the thing though, right? It gets used as a bit of a joke, but like, unless they're into it, you know what I mean? That's not okay.
Yeah, that's not good.
It's not okay.
That
you
being
reverse
said,
the roles, and it's a very brutal, horrific film with an R18 rating.
It's a terrible, it's an awful film. But that being said, you've also got the very similar, like the Monty Python and the Holy Grail sketch, where the guy, the knights at the nunnery, and the nuns are all like flirting over him, and he's like, oh, okay, and his friends come to rescue him. He's like, we're here to rescue. He's like, no, I'm okay. Don't worry about me. You can just go. It's like, no, I must. And the guy actually just goes through and starts killing all the nuns. To rescue his friend. And he's like, no, I don't need rescuing. It's fine. I'll just go on without me. And he's like, okay, let's get out of here. He's like, okay, I guess.
Yeah, if they're all dead. I have no idea where you come from, but you must have a lot of guts to make it past all the guards around here. All of my fellow carpenters are imprisoned somewhere in here, and we all agreed to say the exact same thing to anyone who might save us. If you guys say, we'll pray you a favour somehow, blah, 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 be careful, there's a guard.
Oh, yep, there was.
Be spam! Be spam! Be spam!
Every time so this happened like last time we fought her or her sister or whatever.
Wrecked.
But I just think of the Skyrim. Oh, look, she's stuck in the roof.
She's stuck in the ceiling. I like that she just phases through the ceiling. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
She can mess us up. She can just literally phase through solid objects.
No wonder Ganondorf took over. He apparently they have the ability to just phase through solid objects.
Yeah, exactly. That's how he got into Hyrule Castle. He just phased in.
But I just keep thinking of the curved swords from Skyrim.
Oh, yeah.
The guards are like, they've curved
You're
swords.
a cute kid. Oh, that's a really creepy statement. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Thank you for coming to save me. I'm Jiro, the carpenter. These women are so scary, I'd rather work as a carpenter than join them. Oh, God, it's not a bad job, carpentry. I can't wait to say goodbye to this place. Two of my bodies are still being held prisoner. Yeah. Why do I need this little scene where he runs away with some music?
I know. It's like I don't need to watch you run.
I know he just prances away.
I don't even care if you make it out. To be honest,
you can fall off that broken bridge for all I care, mate.
But I find it funny that they're like, oh, I don't think these chicks are scary. I don't want to join their group. Oh, I prefer to be a carpenter. It's like, do you though? I'm pretty sure the only reason that you're not you're going back to being a carpenter is that they didn't let you join their group. Isn't that?
Yeah, exactly. It's not like you have much of a choice to join them. See, that's a little bit where the hover boots are handy. All right.
Yep.
Where are we at? Oh. Yeah, I think I might just have to cut around and then... Maybe over here? Okay. Do a little climbing. I don't think this leads to anyone else, actually. This might just... Oh, unless maybe we jump across around. Unless we're meant to... Oh, there's a chest. Yeah, that's a pretty big chest, actually. All right, let's hit the hover boots. I guess the hover boots are also handy for this. Oh, and a Skulltula. Going back, when I was doing the editing for one of the episodes where we were in the Shadow Temple, I killed a Skulltula, but I actually never pick up the skull. So I left it behind. What do we got? Usually be chests and maps and that, but surely, obviously not. Obviously not. What is this? Oh, heart. Makes sense.
Oh, okay.
Okay, that's a bit... It's a bit unfortunate, though, because we got to save 2 more. That's clearly not the way.
I like that they're like... I don't know if it's the reason that we have to sneak through here or not, but the idea that, like, they're all women, and so Link's just like, no, I've got to sneak through all this. As opposed to what we've done in every other place where we had to go, we just smash things.
Why can't I just carve them up?
Bonk.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Why are I going to take a soft hand to this? They're like a known warrior thieves group. Why have I got to give them the light touch? Can't I just thwack them a bit?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
I mean, to be fair to them, unlike a lot of other games, they don't just automatically attack you and kill you. They just like tie you up and chuck you in a cell. It's like,
yes,
okay.
That is true. That is true.
It's a little nicer than a lot of other games where it's like, no, we see you, we're attacking you straight away. Can't we just talk about this?
I know. Can't we be friends?
Yeah. I think the one that does it that's always funny for me is the like Grand Theft Auto or whatever, where like the police just start fucking shooting at you for doing like the most smallest of crimes.
I know. It's also the inconsistency, you know, because you could be getting attacked by someone. Yeah. And they don't care. And as soon as you like defend yourself, they're out, guns blazing, you know?
Yeah. Yes, we'll be careful because they're around here. And, oh no, they're behind us. Who
that's it. Obviously, we're not going to read that every time. Literally repeat dialogue because you can obviously find them in different order.
Mm-hmm.
Tell you what,
she couldn't handle our... She couldn't handle our big sword.
Aaron, stop.
You need 2 hands for that weapon.
This guy's just having severe muscle spasms. Look at him. What is he doing? He's like a donkey.
He's trying to keep, fit by exercise and stuff. I don't know.
Yeah, true. Try to stave off gout. All right, we got 1 more worker to get. All right.
Is it like a silent implication that we've told him how many people that we've rescued? Because each one of them is like, there's 1 more, there's 2 more, there's 3 more or whatever to like rescue. I
don't know. Are they all like intrinsically linked?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
It's silently implied that Link just like mumbles that I've already saved like 3 of you.
Yeah, he's like, oh, you're the 3rd one yet, and he's like, oh, well, there'll be 1 more then.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm really not 100% sure about where to go here. Did we come out of this one? Let's have a little look at it. We come out of here. Oh, this might be one of the... Either we haven't done it or this is one of the first ones we did. Oh, we haven't done it. Awesome.
Oh, nice.
What a good guess, actually. I was a bit lost for where I'd actually been.
No, I've no idea. Yep, sure.
That's the first time I've heard that today. No, you're the last one.
Carpenters. Yep. We know.
Yeah, the favour somehow. You better. Actually, do they even repay me? I don't think they do.
I don't know. Well, I'm thinking now, like, how many favors are we owed now? Like, one from each of them, surely. So.
I know. Like, seriously. Oh god. Oh, see, targeting. Get your target, damn it. Yeah, you're trying to do your flippy shit.
I mean, to be fair though, like, she didn't hit you either, so.
Oh, get done. See, all they're doing is expending energy. You know what I mean? Like, doing all those flips and that.
Also, I also want to say, like, if she hadn't shown up, like, it would have been much harder for us to, like, rescue him.
Yeah, that's true.
No key.
She shows up with the key.
Yeah. I love that in games.
Ooh.
Oh no, how will we ever possibly get past this really indestructible locked door? Person shows up with key on their belt. Ah, here we are.
Hello. Actually, he's saying something different here. For rescuing me, I'll tell you something interesting about the desert that I overheard the Gerudos talking about. They said, in order to cross the haunted wastelands, you'll need the Eye of Truth. Okay. The Colossus is on the far side of the wasteland. Yeah, okay, so obviously that'd be the lens we got up there. Yeah. Oh, he did say drop by sometimes, so maybe if we do go back and talk to him, they will give us maybe a piece of a heart or something. That would be all right. Oh, here we go.
Oh. I've seen your fine work. To get past the guards here, you must have good thieving skills. I mean, not really.
I just sort of ran
that
through.
All men, besides the great Ganondorf, were useless. But now that I've seen you, I don't think so anymore.
Just think, all men besides Ganondorf, the great Ganondorf, well hung, much girth, I mean, so tall and handsome.
I'm starting to think now that the reason is you guys just don't, meet a lot of men, and like the few men you have met are just like slackers that would just hear about women.
Well, as Ganondorf came along and then told that, like no other men are allowed here, only me. All other men suck. You know what I mean? He's got them all like gaslit.
The exalted Nabooru. What, Nabooru?
Yeah, Nabooru.
Our leader put me in charge of this fortress. Nabooru is the second command to the great Ganondorf, king of the Gerudo thieves. Oh, so, okay, they are actual thieves.
Yeah, no, they are. They genuinely are thieves.
Her headquarters are in the Spirit Temple, which is at the end of the desert. Say, you must want to become one of us, eh? All right, then. You're in from now on. Okay. Take this with it. You will have free access to all areas of the fortress.
Bum, bum. There we go. Membership, the second since Ganondorf to be accepted as a man by the Gerudo.
Yeah, with that, I think it really just does come down to essentially being not a
blithering
slacker
idiot.
That just a bunch of chubby fishmen slackers that came here because they heard that there's a gang full of women, and so they thought they could get lucky.
Exactly right.
It's not the epitome or the height of what a man can achieve of being, really, if you think about it. So opposed to them, yeah.
They are sort of like, a bit sectioned off over here. They're hidden away. They're known as like the thieves, and Gerudo is meant to be a bit rough and all that. So people don't come near or anything like that. And obviously they don't like outsiders in general. So they're kind of cut off from everything. So like their opinion's probably pretty spoiled by that fact, like they don't actually interact with anyone.
You've also got the fact that like even if you were like semi-decent, these women like to just attack anyone on sight.
Exactly.
And imprison them. So just most guys, even if they're decent, they just be like, yeah, I'm not gonna risk that.
Exactly. No one's going near. The only ones who got close were trying to fix the bridge on the outside. So they're trying to help, really, and that's about it. But it's another one of those kind of like slightly questionable Zelda things, right? These are like the known thieves, and they're like, I don't know. From all the things I've seen of the Gerudo, they're like kind of sort of like Indian, Middle Eastern. You know what I mean? Like they're basically the only non-white race, and it's like, yeah, thieves and criminals. It's like,
I think. I mean, I would have gone with that. The what is it? The 40 Thieves? The not Aladdin and the 40 Thieves. What is it?
Oh, I don't recall.
it's the like Arabian Nights, the Arabian Nights, and 40 Thieves, and so that is what I was sort of thinking they were trying to go for, but with like all women.
Maybe,
and also the fact that Ganondorf is his color, he's got a weird skin color. I think is it a change? Like, I mean, he used to be a pig, to be fair.
Aaron, you can't say it's weird.
No, I mean, like his skin color is
almost
it like the same throughout all of it? Yeah, like it's
almost
something green, but throughout the games, does it change a little bit, or like I can't recall off the top of my head. But honestly, as I said, he did used to be a pig man, so I mean,
he was originally a pig man, obviously in the earlier games.
Yeah, and anything's an upgrade, really.
I think this Ganon becomes sort of how his image is portrayed for a while. But he does change in certain games. It really depends, because the whole idea of Zelda is that, the hero of time comes about when he's needed. And Ganon's sort of always this, well, for the most part, yeah. Even though he's not necessarily the big boss in 1, he is still the looming threat. Yeah. Same with 2. But it's sort of like he's always the bad guy that comes along as well. But it happens, like the story repeats itself. Okay, I am immediately dead.
And we drowned in sand, apparently.
In sand, which just doesn't happen. But yeah, it comes about at different times in history, but it always will, Always will. Right, maybe I'm meant to long shot this.
No, I just do find it interesting, like, after, like, the third... Yeah, so essentially this game, but I guess you only really see him in this first and second game. And like, so after to this game, he goes from being a pig man, and it's like, yes, I finally no longer a pig. I am a true man. It's like, sir, you have green skin. What? Yeah, you got green skin. That's
it's because I'm green, isn't it?
Yeah, most people don't have green skin. He's like, well, close enough. It's better than being a pig.
I am more humanoid than before, at least, or more human. Rather than giant pig man. But no, obviously his design does change a fair bit. And I'm pretty sure I haven't actually played it through, but we will obviously get to it in the course of things. But in Breath of the Wild, he's like Calamity Ganon, so he's just basically this giant like ball of pure evil. I don't know, he's like a big monster ball thing circling around Death Mountain. Don't really know much more than that. Didn't get far enough.
That's like the form he takes before he manages to like make a form. So before he would be that, then he turned into a pig. The last time he managed to be that and like turn into a more humanoid form. But in that game, you like catch him before he manages to take physical form.
Yeah, maybe. Well, the difficult thing with game series that are pretty old that some suffer from is that, damn it, I missed it. Is that, they didn't actually think too far ahead, you know what I mean? At first, they just kind of wrote what seemed pretty good, and then a little bit later, it's like, oh god, actually, we're continuing this. We need to actually finally set sort of a design, and he originally was a pig man. I'm pretty sure they just kind of want you to forget that, like that he was a pig man.
It is one of those things when it comes to like, to games, and it even happens to a degree now, but you're definitely right, a lot more in the older games, where there's no real thought put into it. It's just about making a game and people having fun.
Exactly.
But my thought to it is, especially if you're doing like a fantasy style game where like it takes places over like generations and hundreds of years, I like to think of it more like it's not necessarily 100% what happened. It's like it's an interpretation of the story. Like, that's how I would do it. It's like, this is the interpretation of what happens. And so, like, when you have other games reference those previous games, like, it is just referencing and like, oh, yeah, was it like this? I think some games do it a little bit.
Yeah. Well, it's a bit...
But, yeah, it's...
Yeah, it's a bit like what they did with this. It was kind of like, it was a bit retroactive, when they realized how to go forward. So that's why they do the whole, like, it's a whole bunch of different timelines and that, Wind Waker, the world's like, Waterworld, everything's there's mainly all about boats and piracy and all this sort of stuff, and they changed it up and it's like, it happens in all these different times and all these different ways and blah blah blah, but the same sort of story. But they never really thought about connecting it until much later, when everyone was trying to figure out how it all connects, and they're like, It doesn't really. So they sort of hodgepodge
They're all
together in a way.
legends. Yeah, it's like
Exactly.
Think
Well,
of the
that's why it's
games more
Legend of
as
Zelda.
a retelling, not as an actual fact. It's more of a retelling because
Yeah,
if you do it that way, then if you do have inconsistencies, it's like, oh, well, we just don't know the truth. This is just how it's been told.
Yeah, exactly right.
It makes it sort of more, I guess, believable and makes more sense in the grand scheme of things. So that if there are sort of inconsistencies, you can just brush them off as like, yeah, well, that's just the way the story's been told.
Exactly. But on that deep Zelda musing, I think that's probably a good place to leave it for this episode.
I think it's a very good explanation for everything. No doubt there'll be hardcore fans that refuse that explanation outright, but I don't care. Comment.
Well, I mean, Nintendo was like, here's the history of Zelda and how everything's linked. And the fan base was like, actually, no. You're wrong. And told them how they were wrong about how they linked it because of the content of their games that they had picked apart for, decades. They're like, no, you've got things wrong. That doesn't make sense. So it's like, you can't win. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, consider giving it a like. Consider subscribing to the channel even. We have other series as well. And we will continue the Zelda series. And we are playing through until Breath of the Wild. Or Breath of the Wild, was it Tears of the Kingdom? Or I don't know. It was announced recently.
Yeah,
if that
Tears
comes
of
out,
something.
If that comes out before we get to the, we will also play that one as well. So yeah, stick around. Hit the notification bell if you want to know when the next episode comes out. Otherwise, that is to be continued.
To be continued. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.
Goodbye.